Hi friends, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I will put my usual video on the screen showing you how to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you're notified of my almost daily uploads. I say that in every intro because I upload about 4 to 5 times a week on this channel, so it's almost daily. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. If you are new around here, I'm sorry for my oldies but my goldies that have to hear this at the beginning of every video. But we have a lot of new people, which I'm very grateful for, that come to the channel. So if you're new around here, I've been a part-time reseller for 10 years. I've been selling on eBay the longest, and then everywhere else for 2 years. So eBay 10 years, Poshmark, Thredup, Amazon for 2 years. I always have to say that slow because if you don't know, I always say, what do I say? Thredup? No, not Thredup, Threadmark. Pregnancy brain, just rock with me. I always say Threadmark, so yeah. Everywhere else for 2 years. And one of the most common questions I get is, Nikki, how do you make money selling more affordable items? I can't find higher end designer items in my area. How do you make money selling those things? So I just wanted to give you some of my tips that I've learned over the years because I sell everything. If you have not seen any of my what sold videos, I'm not kidding. I will sell vintage hot rollers for over $100, and I will sell a Banana Republic, just normal black skirt on Thredup and make like a $40 profit. I sell everything, high-end, designer, middle of the road, and super, super affordable items. Like I'm talking Target, not so much Old Navy, but we'll get to that. Banana Republic, mall brands that you can think of, and I've been doing it for a decade. So let's start with my first tip. Number one, in my opinion, I should say this, just because I'm saying it doesn't mean it's gospel and you have to do it. You do what works best for your business model. I'm just telling you what's worked for me. But usually these bread and butter items, and when I say bread and butter items, I'm think of the things that you find most commonly mall stores. So I'm thinking of the malls here in LA. I just went the other day, so I saw, well, I didn't go. Basically went outside. I'm quarantined. If you're new around here, I'm 9 months pregnant, so I don't really go anywhere. But I saw Macy's, Express, the Limited, which I don't see the Limited very often. But yeah, there was a Limited at the mall I went to in West LA. Hollister, this mall is wild. It has everything from like Gucci, Versace to Old Navy, H&M, Forever 21. So I'm think of those brands that you find more commonly in the malls all over the country in the US. The big ones that come to my mind that I find a lot here are Banana Republic, Gap, Express, the Limited. Those are the ones I pick up. I tell you guys all the time, it is very, very rare that I will pick up Forever 21 or H&M unless it's a super trendy piece or it's new with tags, but we're going to get to that. But those are the brands I'm thinking of when I say those. My number one tip is try to get it for as affordable as possible. I was going to say cheap. I hate using the word cheap. I don't know why. It sounds like a cuss word to me. Something is wrong with me. I just don't like saying it, but as cheaply as you can. For me, I'm lucky enough that here in LA, we have Dollar Day. So I stock up. If you've seen any of my Come Thrift With Me videos, I'll link them down below. One time recently, I got 100 items for $100. And a lot of times, I tell you guys in those videos, I'm not finding high-end items. I'm finding the brands I just mentioned. Banana Republic, the Limited, Gap. Those are the ones that keep coming in my head because honestly, that's what I find the most of. Even some more like higher-end bread and butter brands like Ann Taylor Loft. Do you guys have an Ann Taylor in your mall? Like an actual physical mall? Tell me, because I was actually shocked to see one in a mall here in LA. I don't see them very often, but I consider that a mall brand. White House Black Market. We have a few of those stores here in LA in the mall. I find a lot of those on Dollar Day, and it is a great way to stock up on these brands because if I only pay $1, and let's say I sell it for 20, that's like low end, 20 to 40 bucks on eBay, take the 13% of that out of that, and I don't usually do free shipping. So that's a great profit, you guys, when you're only paying $1. So if you can find these brands at a really affordable price, your money. You're going to be able to sell, hopefully, and let me not like make blanket statements, but hopefully you'll be able to sell it and make a decent amount of profit if you're only paying $1. Some of my friends that live in like Colorado, they go to the bins. My bins are kind of expensive for the bins. I have to pay, is it $2.29 or $2.24? I think in LA it's $2.29 a pound. So usually when I go to the bins, I'm paying like $1.40 to $1.70 per item. But some of my friends in Colorado, their bins, like the more poundage that you buy, the less you pay. And they get items for like $1 or less. So that's another way to stock up. If you can go to like a Goodwill outlet, if you don't have a Goodwill outlet near you, maybe Dollar Day, or shop your thrift stores. Let me calm down. I'm very excited about this video because it's a video idea I've had for a while. But I need to remember this baby is sitting like right on my diaphragm and and I can't talk. I'm very animated. I can't talk the way I want to. I've got to slow down. Slow down, Nikki. But yeah, I get very excited about this because I feel like it could help a lot of you. So back to what I was saying. Try to get this inventory for as affordable as possible. Now, you might say, well, Nikki, I don't have a Goodwill outlet near me and I don't have Dollar Day. Check around for sales at thrift stores. Some thrift stores do like 50% off. I think it's really important that when you're selling these brands that don't resell for a ton, that you're not spending a bunch of money to get these items. For example, I highly doubt I would pay like $8 for a pair of just basic black Banana Republic pants because, I mean, I'm probably not going to resell it for that much on eBay. I don't sell much Banana Republic on Poshmark, usually on eBay, but you might have a chance of sending it to another platform and making more money. But I just try to keep the cost of goods on these small brands, these bread and butter brands, as low as possible. Now, tip number 2 is try different platforms. So let's say you live somewhere where you only find mall brands, right? And you can get them for like $3 or $4, but then you can only sell them on eBay for like $15 or $20, and that's not cutting it for you. Try different platforms, friends. Now, I always say if you're new, just learn one platform, master that platform, then maybe branch out. But if you're not new and all you can find is like mall brands, try different platforms. For example, I've done many a video on Thredup. Before Thredup, I never made the amount of profit I make on like these mall brands as I did until I started selling on Thredup 2 years ago. I told you, if you've seen my most recent what sold videos on Thredup, I'll link them down below. I mean, I sell like an Ann Taylor blazer that'll net me a profit of like $80. Or, more realistic, I'll sell Banana Republic pants that I picked up on Dollar Day, and they'll net me a profit of $12. And it's great because Thredup, if you didn't know, all you do is box the item and send it to them. They photograph it, they list it, they do the customer service. So I'm more than happy to make like $10 to $20 profit on these things that I'm spending $1 for. So that's tip number 2, and I think that's a big one, that if you only have access to these brands, or even if you don't only have access, maybe you just want to have some influx of cash because these items will sell a little quicker because they are lower priced items that you're reselling. Hopefully. I don't want to make blanket statements, but I've found that, I tell you guys this all the time, the bread and butter items keep my business flowing. They keep daily sales coming in for me on Thredup, on eBay, not so much Poshmark. You guys know how I feel about Poshmark. I'll link the video where I talk about Poshmark, but it just keeps the lights on, literally. It keeps the bills on and it keeps me going. So that's tip number 2, is branch out to different platforms. So maybe you only sell on Poshmark and you've been doing it for a while. I have to keep reiterating that though. Don't do this if you're new. I hate to see resellers like start and then just trying to learn eBay and Poshmark and Thredup. I mean, if you're good at multitasking, fine. But if you're new, it's really good just to get a handle on one platform and then branch out. But if you've been doing it a while and you just want to make some quick cash off of mall brands, I'd say try Thredup. Why not? And send a bunch of stuff to them and see what happens and see how it sells and how much profit you can get. But you got to remember tip number 1, which is try to get the inventory as low at a cost of goods as possible. Tip number 3, trendy pieces will sell for a higher amount even if it's like a mall brand. So for example, I've told you guys in my last Thredup video that I've noticed that there's starting to become an uptick in blazer sales again. And a lot of you told me, well, a lot of the bloggers, like, I feel like every fall blazers and like trench coats, but specifically blazers come back on trend, and people, you know, style them down with like jeans, or they style them down with like comfy biker shorts, or they style them up. If you can find trendy pieces in these brands, you can sell them for a high amount. I found, and I always tell you guys, oh, I don't really like picking up H&M. I found some H&M sweater that all the bloggers are liking right now. Well, it's not, actually, I think it was like last fall. It's like a, if I can find the photo, I'll show you. It's like a white and black fuzzy sweater, and it had like a tiger on it or something. Apparently, a bunch of really popular bloggers were wearing it last fall. I got it on Dollar Day and sold it for $55, you guys. So never say never. That's why I hate saying, like, I don't pick up Old Navy or I don't pick up H&M. The majority of the time I don't, but I will look at the stuff, and if it's trendy, if it's on trend for what people are wearing for that season, or if a lot of bloggers have been seen in it, it's worth picking up. And I'm talking anything. You can think, I mean, there's a couple Forever 21 pieces actually that I found recently on Dollar Day that are like on trend for what people are wearing for fall. So I picked them up. So never say never. These brands, if you can find things that are trendy, pick them up, because they will sell for higher probably than you think. I'm trying to think of other examples, but trendy pieces. So that actually reminds me, I should do a video. This is kind of late, on like fall winter trends. You guys, I'm not a fashion like expert, but I think it's important if you're reselling clothing that you need to know like what people want to wear. What are people wearing next season? What did people wear in the summer? Because some people are still looking for those items. So just to have like a very baseline knowledge of what's trending at the moment can really help you out, especially when you're buying these more affordable brands. All right, tip number 4 would be to try to find, if you can, find those higher quality items in these more affordable brands. So what do I mean by that? A lot of times, well, lately, I don't know what's going on. I've been finding a lot of Ann Taylor 100% silk shirts. I think I showed it to you guys in a couple of hauls back. I found like 6 one time on Dollar Day. You guys, these things resale. You know, my like Southern accent comes out, which is weird because I'm not even from the South, but I don't know. Weird. These 100% silk tops can resell anywhere from like 40, on the lower end, like 30 up to like $70 on eBay. I found some comps, and then they do really well on Thredup. I've already sold two on Thredup that you'll be hearing about on my What Sold on Thredup video. But so that's what I mean. If you can find like cashmere, a silk blend, those are the 2 biggies that I can think of, or 100% merino wool or 100% wool. A lot of times these more affordable brands make these items. I just found a Gap 100% merino wool sweater that sold on eBay for $65. I paid $1 for it. Silk is a big one, but thinking of like fall and winter, wool, merino wool, lamb's wool. What are the other? Those are the big 3 I can think of. Wool, silk, cashmere, especially for winter and fall, you guys. And a lot of these brands have those items in those higher quality materials. And sometimes the thrift stores will just mark them the same as everything else. So those are the 4 tips. Hopefully you found this helpful. Let's recap. Number 1, try to get these at the most affordable price that you can, like as cheaply as you can, because then you can price them according to what's selling in the market and you can flip them quickly. Number 2, try different platforms. If you have a bunch of Banana Republic and it's not selling for you on eBay or Poshmark, why not try and send it to Thredup? Or if you have some stuff on Thredup that's not selling, why not pull it, use their photos, and post it on eBay? That's another key tip that I want to do a video on that. Let me know, for those of you that sell on Thredup, if you reclaim things, do you use their photos? I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of their photos. I think they don't take enough photos and they're not detailed enough, but yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. Stay up on trends, know what's trending, what was trending in the past. I'd say at least know what was trending for like the last 6 months previously and what's coming up for the next season and the season that you're in. And then look for those higher material, like higher quality material items in those brands. That's what I've done. I've built a business around selling all types of brands, all types of price points, and it's been great for me. I've made thousands of dollars doing it. And I told you guys, most of the daily sales that come in are those bread and butter sales that just keep the lights on. And then when you get those higher end sales, it just makes your day. Like, for example, if you didn't see the what sold on Thredup video, I'll link it down below. I bought a pair of 100% silk Theory. Do you guys consider Theory a mall brand? Because they are in some malls. In Los Angeles here, they're just like standalone stores, but I have seen them in malls before. So maybe we could consider that like a higher end mall brand. Picked the silk pants up for $1. They were size 10. They sold and it net me a profit of $191. Was it 191 or 181? Whatever. It was $181 or $91 from $1, friends. From $1. So you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I just do trial and error. I pick up things. I try to sell it. If it doesn't sell, I'll just try to sell it on another platform. And that's how I've learned over the last decade. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you'd like to see more like just chatty tips videos like this, let me know, because I have like a list on my phone of video ideas that I want to do. So if you like just more chatty videos where I can sit down and film them, let me know. You can check out my most recent video right here.